In this video tutorial, we're going to talk about some more intermediate WordPress edits and customizations that you can do. Specifically, we're going to talk about how to add new project portfolio item, the About page, how to add padding around an image, how to insert a PDF into a page, SEO, and how to edit the home page, the sidebar widgets, and footer content. So let's start with how to add a new project portfolio item. And just for your reference, you can add the featured image in the portfolio item can be any size, but the dimensions that it's displaying right now on the website is 300 by 225 pixels. So if I come in here to projects, you can see each of these images is 300 by 225 pixels. So if you wanted to crop to size or you're having an issue with the sizing, that's the dimensions you want to go for. So you come into your dashboard and come to projects. Where is it? Portfolio, add new. And then you're going to put the name, sample item. This is your portfolio description. And we're going to say we want this to be in the bedroom. And set featured image, that's where we're going to come find the thumbnail image you want to use. And I'm just going to go in and pick an existing image. Say, oh, I think I have an image right here already to use, so I'm just going to take this green screen image. What is this? 326 by 220. Set featured image, and heading and subheading. Let's see, sometimes it helps to just look at an existing. So this is a better living show, so I'm going to come down here. We don't have anything in heading or subheading. We don't have anything in the excerpt or down here, so that looks like all we need. The title, the description, the featured image, and the category that you want it to display. And for right now, I'm just going to save it as a draft. I'll publish it briefly for the sake of the video tutorial. But before I do that, I want to add a slideshow into the portfolio. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to Add Media, and let me just upload some files. Let's just go a couple of these. Open. And you can do it a couple different places, but let's go, the caption can go in here, but let's choose these two images and go create gallery. And now these two images are in here, and I can, from the drop down, I can choose uploaded to this post, and now we can see all these images. And I can give them caption green screen. Just say this is a before and after. And we could click and drag to change the order. And click create new gallery. And I believe we don't have to click insert gallery. We could add to it. You can see the captions here. I'm just going to close this now that I've created this gallery. And now I'm going to save draft again. And then if we preview, we should see the slideshow of images. And here it is. Now the images I inserted were small, so they're that one at least is displaying small. This one's bigger, so it's displaying larger. We can see the caption down here. Here we go. If the image is big enough, the caption will overlay like this. We can see my description here. So we can come back into here, and that's it. Okay, so let me just briefly publish. and come over here to the projects page. And there you can see sample item. And let me quickly save that back to, or let me just move it to the trash. And that's it. Just go ahead and delete that from the trash. And that is how you add a new project or portfolio item. Next is, where is the About page located? I did run into that when working on your site. Let me refresh so we can see that the portfolio item's gone. Okay. The best way to do that, because we have different names, for example, news we call announcements, about we call our story. So two different ways you could get there. You could come to pages and you can go to our story, or from the front end, once you're logged in, you can come to the About page and just click Edit Page. I think the other question was how to add padding. It looks like maybe you figured that out, but just in case, or so we can cover it here, you choose the image, click here, and then go under Advanced Settings. And yeah, it's right here, margin top, margin right, and margin bottom. So it looks like maybe you already got it how you wanted it. If you wanted more space, you would change this 10 to some bigger number. I'll copy this so I can paste it back in, but the way I usually figure out what to write there is I would say I want to add horizontal space. I want to add 10 pixels of horizontal space, but I don't want it on the left, so I'll delete that. And then I want to add 10 pixels of vertical space, and I'll put 10 there, and then it will put the code in there how we want it. If I hadn't just clicked in there, I could have just saved it. But I'll just paste it in how we had it before, and actually I'll just cancel it. So that's how you add padding and how you edit the About page and how to change the spacing around an image. Now, if you wanted to insert a PDF, say on the services page, again, I would recommend just coming from the front side and you would come to services and you would go edit page. And let's say you wanted to download the price list at the bottom here, or you wanted to add something. You could say click here to download the price list, and then we would do under media, you're going to want to add new and upload the PDF. I actually have a PDF here. And if we go edit, we can see the file URL, the one that ends in .pdf. That's what we want to copy the entire link. And we come back to the edit page. And let's say we wanted to make this the link to the PDF. We can highlight it, go link, put it here, call it price list if you want to add a title in to help with SEO, and add link. Go ahead and update. And view page. If we come down here, we can see the click here to download price list, click it, and here's the price list. I could just click this button to save it if I wanted to. So that's how you do that. I will delete that extra stuff back out of there and update. Next question. Let's come back to the questions. Let's go to how to edit the home page, how to edit the sidebar widgets, and how to edit the footer content. So let's come back to the visual side. Here's the footer content. These are also widgets. And let's come to something that has a sidebar widget. Nope, that's not one. Projects. Oh no. News. Here we go. The news has sidebar widgets. So that's where we can look at editing a widget for the sidebar. Now, if we come back to the admin and we go to Appearance Widgets, we can see we've got footer column 1, 2, 3, 4. So the first column is showing what's new for Mobius, and it's showing a custom menu. The second one is just plain text, so you could edit the text here. The third column is the sign-up form. So let's say you wanted the sign-up form to say something else at the top, you could change it here. And then the fourth one is testimonials, and that's also just a text version of the testimonial right here. So the one thing that maybe we didn't look at in the footers would be the first column footer widget, which is showing a custom menu, what's new for Mobius. So if we come over to Appearance Menus, and we choose the What's New for Mobius menu and click Select, that opens up our menu here. And you can see we've got these different links. We have one that says Learn How to Host an Eco Party, one that says Mobius Home is featured on the Reuse Ideas blog, and one that says See Our Designs and Serving Up Style. So you basically can put whatever you want the navigation to say, and then you can add the URL where you want it to point right in there. This one, Learn How to Host an Eco Party, is just linking right to the page, or sorry, the post we created for that, or the page we created for that. So that one is coming from this. And you can also search in your pages. You come here, search, learn how. There it is. So if I check this and choose Add to Menu, we now have it down here on the menu, and we could change the wording if we wanted to. And then we just hit Save Menu, and if we come back to the front, we can see now Learn How to Host an Eco Party. So let me just go ahead and remove that. Save Menu. Let's come back to the sidebars again. Did I leave any widget pages open? I'm not sure. So we're going to go back to Appearance Widgets. And we were noticing that the news page has a sidebar. So let's come back here and we can see we've got default sidebar, news test, contact footer, category sidebar, and creative sidebar. So it looks like we're just using the default sidebar right now because there's only one type of sidebar, I believe, that we're displaying on all the pages. And right now we're telling it to display links that are in each of these categories. So it's done in a bunch of code, so you probably won't want to mess with this, but basically it says here's the title and H3 articles. Then we want to display the links, all the links that are assigned to the category article, but we only want to show a limit of 3 links. And then we do that with each of the different other categories, and then down at the bottom we have something that adds that read more link that we see here. Each one of those has it on there. So that is how to edit the widgets and the footer content, and how to edit the home page. Let's see. Come back to the home page, and if we go to Edit Page, we can see that most of our content is actually right here in the page. So you can just come in and make the changes that you want to make. See, this page is assigned to the template front page, so it's laying it out according to that. Here's the heading that we're displaying and the subheading. So that's where you would change that. This is the slider that we're choosing to display. And that's slider 2. And I believe that is coming from, if you go to Add Media and you choose Uploaded to this page, you can see these are the slider images that we're displaying. So if you wanted to add another slider image, you'd want to crop it to the 938 by 461. and then you would insert it. So one thing to note, when you upload an image, let's go with something like this. By default, if you look here, it says the size is medium. We don't want the medium size displaying because that would be too small. So you want to be sure to choose full size. In this case, it's not much bigger. But if we were uploading something for the slider for real, it would be about 938 pixels wide. So then you don't have to click Insert into Post. You would just exit out and it would save the new changes. But I'm going to... I'll delete this from someplace else, so I'll just show you here if we exit out. I'm going to come back to Media and just delete these samples so they don't get confusing. Click Action, Delete Permanently, Apply. So that's basically how you would edit the home page and the other items. And then all-in-one SEO. So you would go to Settings. Sorry, it's up here now. You would click on All-in-One SEO and you can go to General Settings. And here you can see the home page settings, but if you go down a little further, you can see title settings. For a post or a category, you would show the title, then the blog title, category title, blog title. And that's basically, you can change these. You don't have to use a piece of shortcode, or you could add something else. If you want to add something on every page title, like Portland, Oregon, you could just go like that and then click Update, and it would apply that to all of the page titles. I'm not sure if you do custom page titles, it's probably going to overwrite that. So I think you're pretty familiar with that, custom page titles. But we could just see quickly, you would come into Edit, and down here under All-in-One SEO, you've got a title, description, keywords. So that's that. And then the other question was, does it help SEO to have titles for the images too? It certainly doesn't hurt. So to do image titles, you could go into Edit, and you also have all this SEO stuff that you could apply to that image. So you could give it more than just a title. You could give it a title, a description, keywords. Here you can see how it's displaying right now. It is giving it a title, SUS badge. So you could change this title to say Serving Up Style Participant, Serving Up Style Portland, Oregon, Serving Up Style Design, whatever you think. You could also give it alt text. That would be a good thing to include. I think we've covered all the things on the list. The site is looking good. Let us know if you have any questions, and we will take it from there. Thanks for watching.